Hey everyone, this is Mr. Patterson here. Hope everyone is doing great and having a great summer. This is a quick Google Classroom tutorial, which we are going to use this year to stay in contact with one another. And also this is a great way for students to stay organized and submit their work online. So let's get started. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and then we'll get started. So the first thing you have to do is you have to go to google.com. That is a way for you to log into your St. Giles account. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the blue button where it says sign in. And then you're going to enter your email address that we will provide for you. And then enter your password. Now I have successfully logged into the student's account. To find Google Classroom, it's on the right-hand side, which is right over here. You're going to click on the third option. It looks like a waffle or a Rubik's Cube shape. So you're going to click on that. Now, usually, if you haven't used Google Classroom quite as often, it's going to be the fourth option down. But if you used Google Classroom a lot often than I do, sometimes that could be the first option. So you can actually move your apps just so you can see it first. But for right now, you're going to click on the Classroom app. So as you can see, this student is successfully logged into my class. But if that's not the case, enrolling into your teacher's Google Classroom is really easy. All you have to do is click on the plus sign, which is on the right-hand side. That means you're going to log into the class. Now your teacher must give you the access code. If you do not have the access code, please contact one of your teachers and they will help you out. So I'm going to enter this classroom code really quickly. Now, it's going to be really important that you follow the access code carefully. Any small mistakes, you won't be successful in enrolling into the Google Classroom. So let me show you really quickly. So I enter everything correctly, and I'm just going to capitalize the R, and then hit join. And as you can see, I have successfully logged into the second teacher's Google Classroom. As you can see, it has not been set up properly, so you don't have to worry about this Google Classroom quite yet. But my other Google Classroom is all set up to go. So what to do to switch to different classrooms, or you're going to go to the left-hand side where it says main menu. And these are the two classrooms you have enrolled. Now, if you're like me and you want to see in a bigger picture, all you do is go into classes. And this is the main menu that a lot of the kids will see. This is where the respective classes in Google Classroom will show. But for right now, all of our tutorial work will be in test 1. Now that we have successfully logged in and located Google Classroom and also enrolling into classes, now I'm going to show you how to comment. Now, usually, depending on the teacher, sometimes commenting on Google Classroom is acceptable, sometimes it's disabled. But for right now, this commenting on this Google Classroom is acceptable. And I left a comment earlier where it says, welcome. Please write I'm in to confirm that you're in the Google Classroom. So it's relatively easy. All you have to do is just type I'm in. I can type. And then click on this paper plane to post. And then boom, your comment is shown, all right? Now I have 3 more exercises to show you, and then we'll be done for this tutorial. So the first exercise I'm gonna show you is how to submit attach a Google Doc into Google Classroom. And as you can see, it's giving you a little bit of tutorial where it says you can attach private comments to your teacher, which is open for all classrooms to use. So in this exercise, I'm going to show you all how to create your own Google Doc. what you'll do is on the right-hand side, you're going to go to add. And then where it says step 1 on the left, you're going to create a Google Doc. You're going to click on Google Doc. Give it a second to load. All right, it has been created. Now the second step where it says click on your Google Doc. And we're going to go back to the directions. So it says the third step where it says type the end in the Google Doc. So I'm just going to type the end. And then the great thing about Google Doc or any Google software, it saves everything for you. So you don't have to click Control S or Command S to save your work. So any small changes that you make to your Google Doc, that's it. So I'm going to exit out of it. Now, you're not done yet. Now, the teacher can't see your work, but he or she can visibly see it if you turned it in or not. So this is a very important step that all the students submit their work. Because what I just did is I did the work, but I didn't turn in. And this is how I'm going to do it. Then the fourth step where it says submit your work by clicking the blue button, that could change. But where you see when it comes to color, but when you see the turn in button on the right-hand side, once you click that button where it says turn in, it's telling you you're submitting this practice exercise. Hit turn in again. And then boom, you have successfully turned in your assignment and the teacher can see it on their end that you have successfully turned it in. Now, the last exercise I want to show you is how to submit your work on Google Drive. So a lot of the times this year, you're going to be using your Google accounts and working everything through Google Drive, which is a great feature that we're going to use a lot this year. So then what you're going to do now is you're going to go to find your Google Drive is you're going to go to where it says the cube again and go to Drive. And all you're doing is you're going to click on a test. You're going to attach the test document and give it a second. All right, 1 second here. You're going to make a new doc really quick. And you're going to change the subject, the title of your document to test. And then once you're done with that, you're going to go to add or create on the right-hand side. Instead of clicking on Google Docs, you're going to actually click on Google Drive. So you're going to click on Google Drive and then give it a few seconds. And then once again, you are submitting the test document for this exercise, but for any document that you've recently used, it's going to generate to the top of the page. So once you click on the test document, you're going to click on Insert. Give it a few seconds to load. Now that you've successfully attached your document to Google Classroom, just hit the Turn In button and then hit Turn In again. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's how you're going to use Google Classroom. Now, each teacher is going to use it a little bit differently. So I would definitely ask the teacher what are their expectations about using Google Classroom. It could be a place where it's just turning in assignments or just a way to communicate with us. So just if you need any help regarding this process, please feel free to reach out to us. All right, have a good day.